Hello guys, Robot1 back here again with a new Yu-Gi-Oh video, and in today's Yu-Gi-Oh video, guess what we're talking about? It's the future of Yu-Gi-Oh to begin with, and second of, Konami are releasing even more cards this week. Like, what, they've given us the new Metal Foe support, they've given us the Sunvine deck, they've given us those, the Varvel and the Chanel cards, and they announced that they're going to be releasing a new mutant archetype, and it's just so much from Konami in the last couple of days, and dude, is the last bit of support this? Well, I hope the last bit of support this week. It looks good to me, and this bit of support is Dogmatika support. Well, not Dogmatika support, but Dogmatika lore support. So basically, these are cards that are coming from the Dogmatika lore, such as with the Owlbears and Ecclesia and all of that. And I'm happy to look at these because, in all honesty, just from the first few cards that I see here, I'm like, that's a giant robot. That's a ship that looks like it's from Final Fantasy, and I'm just like, is the Dogmatika lore like Final Fantasy? Because Nadir's servant, now that I think about it, is kind of like Ifrit falling from the sky and like a giant meteor and stuff. Like, I'm going off my the only game that I have played, by the way, Final Fantasy XIV Online, because man, I've been playing that quite recently, and I don't know, if you want me to stream it, I might stream it, but I've been playing that recently, and honestly, looking at the Dogmatika deck and the Dogmatika stuff, I'm just thinking, Dogmatika and all this lore does seem quite similar to Final Fantasy in ways. Like, you got the Beast People, which are the Tri-Brigade. You got the Ecclesia and that are just humans and just kind of purists. And then you've got these machine guys that I'm gonna guess are, I don't know who they are. They're the characters with like the robotic swords and they fight with robots and stuff. I think they're the Kingdom or something. But yeah, we're going to be looking at this today, guys, and hopefully this deck is going to be good, because this is supposed to be a whole new archetype going into the lore. So let's actually talk about this so we can get into it. So yeah, it's coming out in Blazing Vortex, and I already see a cat girl there. I'm very happy. And the archetype is called Sprigguns. That will not be what the TCG name, I can guarantee that, because it's literally got gun in the name. But Spriggun Rocky, level 4 machine effect monster. So that's this one here, I'm guessing, because that has 1800 attack. 1800 attacks, 800 defense. If this card is normal summoned, you can target one Sprigguns monster or one Vast Desert Golgonda in your graveyard, except Sprigguns Rocky, add it to your hand. Okay, so this is either going to be called the archetype Vast Desert Golgonda, or it's going to be Sprigguns, which I'm guessing is going to be Sprigguns. But I'm wondering what this is. What this is that you can actually summon? Okay, or add to your hand. Sorry. And second effect, if this card is in your hand, field, or graveyard, you can target one Sprigguns Xyz monster you control, attach this card to it as an Xyz material. And that's only a once per turn effect. So that's okay. Okay, so this is an Xyz based archetype, as we can see here. There are Xyz monsters, there's an Xyz monster here. So it is an Xyz based archetype looking at it. I'm curious to see what this Xyz archetype can do though. So let's see what else the other monsters can do. So, Sprigguns PD. Level 4 Fire Machine. So this is a Fire Machine archetype. I should have guessed that from like the Fire attribute there. And it's a level 4 Fire Effect Machine. 2000 attack. 2000 defense, 10 attack. And its first effect is you contribute this card, then target one Sprigguns monster in your graveyard. Accepts Sprigguns PD. Special summon it. All right. Okay, so it's a free summon for any Spriggun monster in the graveyard, which is pretty good, but I'm not seeing a Stratos here. I'm seeing a card that says I get to add things from my graveyard to my hand, and I'm seeing something that says I can summon stuff from my graveyard, but I'm not seeing anything that lets me search the deck, and that's a bit worrying right now. So yeah, but its second effect is if this card is in your hand, field, or okay, so this is you know what? That's just the exact same text as the last one, so it looks like every one of the monsters is probably going to have the effect that you can target a Sprigguns Xyz monster and just attach this to as an Xyz material. Okay, interesting. So it's a deck that really heavily relies on graveyard from what I can tell so far. where you want to add cards back from your graveyard to your hand. You want to summon the stuff from the graveyard, and also you can attach these from the... Primarily, you're going to want to, most likely, from the graveyard to Xyz monsters you control. So, not bad, not bad. And the last bit of one for these 3 cards is Spriggun Banger. This Spriggun right here. Level 8 Fire Machine effect monster, 500 attack, 2500 defense. If this card is in your hand or field, you can target Spriggun's Xyz monster, attach this card to it. Okay, same effect as before. Second effect, you can banish this card and one Spriggun monster from your graveyard, except Spriggun Banger. Add 1 Spriggun's card from your deck to your hand. I'm happy they've got a searcher. What I'm not happy about is it's a level 8 where you need to banish 2 cards from your graveyard that are both Spriggun monsters to be able to search. That's upsetting. That upsets me, really. It does. I want this to be different. I want this to be an effect that says, oh, just either banish itself so you can search a Spriggun card, or when it's, I don't know, sent to graveyard, search a Spriggun card. But damn it, that's not good. It's not great. It's not great at all. Alright, so the last effect monster, I'm guessing, seeing as then we're on to an Xyz monster and a spell. Spriggun Captain Sargus. That's probably this one. Level 8 Fire Machine effect monster. You know, I'm not really seeing anything that allows you to special summon these from your hand, which is kind of worrying. So maybe this will have something that will just be a free summon from the hand. If this card is in your hand field, okay, so this is the Xyz attaching effect. Second effect, during your opponent's turn, quick effect, you can detach 1 Xyz material from a monster you control and target 1 phase card on the field, destroy it. I was kind of hoping that it said detach 1 Xyz material, then special summon this card, but okay. And its last effect is, a Spriggun Xyz monster with this card as Xyz material gains this effect, gain 500 attack. It's not good. It's just not good. I'm just looking at this and I'm thinking, what's the point? What's the point? Okay. Spriggun Ship Explorer. That's this Xyz right here, I'm guessing. Rank 8 Fire Machine. Like, I just don't get how you're going to be summoning it when you can't summon, like, both level 8s with ease. Like, I'm just not seeing it. 2 level 8 Xyz materials. First effect, choose 1 monster, spell, or trap card on your opponent's zone on your opponent's field. Detach any number of materials from this card, and if you do, destroy cards your opponent controls up to the number of materials you detached in that chosen zone. Or monster zone / spell or trap card zone, to the top, to the bottom, or adjacent to that zone. Wait, what? So you detach any number of materials. So you target a zone, a spell, trap, or monster, and then you detach any number of materials from this card. Destroy cards your opponent controls up to the number of materials detached, so possibly 3, in that card chosen zone, or monster zones / spell and trap card zones to the top, bottom, or left, or adjacent. So this could potentially destroy a max of 5 cards? The only reason I say 5 is because it doesn't specify extra monster zone, it just says monster zones. So I'm not sure if this can destroy something in the monster zones, in the extra monster zone, but because I think that's classified as a different thing to monster zones, because the monster zones is literally the 5 zones on the mat, and then you've got the extras at monster zone where the 5 extra deck cards go. But interesting. I would say this could destroy a max of 5, just on my personal guess, but it's probably a maximum of 4, but I'm guessing max of 5. That's interesting. Seeing as you've got so many ways to attach them, like, you could easily get 5 materials on a rank 8 monster. It's just summoning this rank 8 monster that's going to be the issue, in my opinion. But yeah, let's see what second effect is. During your opponent's main phase or battle phase, quick effect, you can banish this card until the end of the turn. Alright, that's not a bad thing, because you're just going to reattach all the materials back to it next turn. Like, that's absolutely fine. It's just a way to keep it alive so you have it for the following turn. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. Alright, so next is a normal spell card called Spriggun's Watch, and I believe on the artwork, like we've got it here, that's Ecclesia and Albez. So it looks like the Sprigguns are actually watching them in the lore. But its effect is, you can only activate one card of this card's name per turn. Add one Vast Gold Gondola from your deck to your hand. If you control Vast Gold Gondola in your field spell zone, you can apply this effect. Oh, so it's a field spell. Okay. Instead. Okay. Add one Spriggun's monster from your deck to your hand, and send one Spriggun's monster from your deck to the graveyard. Okay. I like this, because 1, it's a search for their field spell, and 2, it says if you control the field spell, you get to add a Spriggun's monster, so you can add literally the level 4 here, or you could add the Spriggun's Rocky right here, and you just go ahead and send your level 8s to the graveyard so you can easily get access into your rank 8 comp plays. That's a lot better. I'm happy to see it. I am really happy to see it. Good job. Okay, that's all I needed. I needed ways to send them to the graveyard, and I needed ways to add cards. This is one in the same. Alright, now hopefully though, the field spell is good as well. Alright, so I'm guessing this is the field spell. So, Vast Desert Gold Gonda. First effect. Spriggun exceeds monsters you control gain 1,000 attack. Okay. Second effect. If you do not control a Spriggun exceeds monsters, you can discard one Spriggun's card, special one Spriggun's exceeds monster from your Excuse me? Wait, what? Okay, boss. Basu, free summon, Basu. Just discard a card, get a free rank 8. Okay, okay. I'm liking that. Third effect, if a face-up Xyz monster you control leaves the field by a card effect, you can target one monster your opponent controls. It cannot attack for the rest of this turn. Ooh. 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 So, if a face-up Xyz monster you control leaves the field, you can just literally target opponent's monster and it can't attack. I like this. I really, really like this. This is really good. Okay. I'm happy with this. Just looking at this, I'm like, this field spell's pretty sick. Like, second effect, oh sick, I just get to summon a free Xyz monster, man. It's great. It's great. And then you've got like this that just says, I chained my extract monster's effect. Now I get to Xyz monster effect. Now I get to stop you from attacking. I'm liking it. I really do like this card. This field spell is pretty good for a deck like this. I'm very happy with it now. Like I was worried when I saw the rank 8 and like, oh my god, please tell me there's gonna be ways to summon this card. But like, I'm happy. Okay. Okay. So first trap, Spriggun's Call, normal trap card. First effect. Target one Spriggun's monster or one Fallen Albez in your graveyard, special summon it. Alright, fair enough. Same as the Dogmatika one and the Tri-Brigade one. Second effect. During either player's turn, except during this turn this card was sent to the graveyard, you can banish this card and one fusion monster from your graveyard, then target one Spriggun's Xyz monster you control, attach one fusion monster that lists Fallen Albez or as a fusion material from your extra deck to the target as an Xyz material. So, this card just says I get to target Spriggun Xyz and attach, like, any extra deck monster I want. Okay, pretty cool. Probably the one you're not going to play, but it's okay. Spriggun's Blast. Okay, this is probably the one you will play. If you control a Spriggun's monster, choose one monster zone on your opponent's field. If there is a face-up monster in that zone, it cannot attack directly and its effects are negated until the end of this turn. If there is no monster in that zone, it cannot be used for the rest of this turn. If you control a fusion monster which lists Fallen Albez as you control as a material, you can choose 2 zones with this effect. Huh. Not bad. It's basically just an it's a type of impermanence that can either prevent an entire zone from being used, and it says main monster zone. So, oh yeah, it's main monster zone here. So I'm guessing like the Xyz monster now that I've gone to the main monster zone stuff. Yeah, you can destroy stuff in the extra monster zone with this effect too. So up to 5 of that. But continuing on that with that, like looking at this, it stops your opponent from using a zone, and it can negate a monster's effects. That's pretty good. And all you need, and all its requirement is controlling a Spriggun's monster, and with the field spell giving you free access into Spriggun Xyz monsters. That's just really good, and I really do like this. Like it's a really good, interesting archetype. Now, a new Tri-Brigade? More stuff. Hopefully there's some Dogmatika stuff here too then. So, Tri-Brigade Rendezvous. I'm guessing that means rendezvous. Rendezvous. It's a quick play spell card. Target any number of linked beast warriors, winged beast monsters you control. They each gain 700 attack until the end of this turn. Okay. Second effect: if a linked beast warrior, or winged beast monster you control would be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can banish this card from your graveyard instead. It's got to be linked, which is the big issue with me here, but it's free protection and it's a boost, so you give it that. You got to give it that, but hopefully this monster here is going to be better. So Tri-Brigade Kit. Level 2 Fire Beast effect monster. 700 attack, 1000 defense. You can banish any number of beast, winged beasts, or beast warriors from your graveyard. Special summon one beast warrior link from your extra. So that's just the normal Tri-Brigade stuff right there. It literally is just link summon and you're done. And its second effect is, if this card is sent to the graveyard, you can send one Tri-Brigade card from your deck to the graveyard. I feel like I'm going to send a level 1 to such another Tri-Brigade, thank you. But I like this. I like this a lot. Like, the deck, all Tri-Brigades really need is more monsters in the main deck. Like, that's all they need to actually be able to play the game. And getting another monster is not a bad thing here, so I'm quite happy with that. Alright, and what is this? So I'm guessing this is the fusion monster now. So, Splind the Still Encrest Dragon. Okay, level 8 Dark Machine, fusion effect, 2500 attack, 2000 defense. Oh, okay, so this is Albez fusing with I'm seeing this right on the bet. This is Albez fusing with Machine. So we've had him fuse with a Beast, we've had him fuse with the Dogmatikas, and now we're seeing him fuse with a Machine. Okay. Materials is Fallen Albez and one effect monster. That effect monster special summoned this turn. During your main phase, you can move this card to another main monster zone, then you can destroy all other face-up cards in this card's column. That's pretty good, so you just get to move it to a zone and it destroys all cards in that column. During the end phase, if this card is in your graveyard because it was sent at its turn, you can take one Spriggun monster or one Fallen Albez from your deck and either add it to your hand or special summon it. Basic effect of the Albez fusions. I just sped run that because it was like obvious, but yeah. And then the final card we're talking about is a new Dogmatika card. Okay. Dogmatika Genesis. You can only activate one card of this card's name per turn. Target one banished fusion, synchro, Xyz, or link monster, and one effect monster your opponent controls. That is the same card type. Fusion, synchro, or Xyz link or Xyz return the banished monster into the extra deck, and if it does, negate the effects of their opponent's monster. I don't like this. And there's a few reasons why. One, this card has to be used on a specific type of extra deck card. It has to be used on Xyz, Fusion, Link, or Synchro, which I personally don't like. I think if I was going to use a card like this and be persuaded to use a card like this, it would have to be something that would say, oh, target a banished extra deck monster, target one opponent's extra deck monster or a defect monster, and negate that card by returning it to the extra deck. So there is a bit of setup to actually use it, but then it's more generic, which is kind of nice. Like, it gives because like the thing with Dogmatika is that you really want to be sending cards to the graveyard that gain effects when sent to the graveyard, and the only ones that are really good to send right now are fusions and one synchro monster in the Attic Nista. So I'm like, I'm not happy about this, but it's a nice bit of extra support that could potentially negate things. So it's it's alright, because like you just target one effect monster your opponent controls that is the same type, so it's like not the end of the world, but I'm just like, I'm not too happy with it. I'd rather run impermanence or punishment as is. So yeah, but guys, that is new Dogmatika support, new Dogmatika lore. Albez seems to be becoming a machine. Oh no, he's not become the machine. He is driving the machine of Ecclesia. And it looks like we've got a new priestess here as well. So we'll probably get a new Dogmatika card in her form as well, in the form of a Dogmatika priestess. So that's pretty cool too. But just looking at the artwork for these cards, like we've got a cute little bunny girl here, which is really cool. That she's got like just a big spanner. In this artwork here, we've got like Albez and Ecclesia being captured by all of the Sprigguns right there, and then we've got like the bunny girl protecting Ecclesia and Albez. Why it looks like, I don't know, those shark machines? I don't know, man. Those are shark machines if I saw them. But, like, really cool new stuff coming out of this set. The Sprigguns look interesting. I wouldn't call them a tier 1 deck, just because what they are and how they do. But as a tier 2, maybe tier 3 deck or rogue deck at best, I would say the deck is pretty cool and pretty interesting. But guys, tell me what your thoughts are on this deck in the comment section below, on the new support in this video as well. I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions, because this is some really cool new stuff. New Dogmatika lore, along with kind of looking more and more like Final Fantasy every day to me. Just being a really cool lore in general, and just looking at all these new cards we're getting. I'm just really happy to talk about these cards. But guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me your thoughts on these cards in the comment section below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Hell, who knows, maybe we'll have more lore for the Dogmatika by then, because I'm really enjoying keeping up with their story. Hell, I might even make a lore video on it, I don't know. But yeah guys, Rob1 signing out. I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.